background. 2 years ago,
Which issue?
When the mayor
Issue
came up,
16.
issue 16. But I want to give you a little background first before I read it. 2 years ago, the citizens got together when the mayor came up with his Sewers for Scholarships program. It's going to lease or sell our sewers, and it didn't make any sense. So a group of people, I was involved in this one, got petitions up, and we got it on the ballot that, and it was voted on. People overwhelmingly supported it, requiring that there be a vote of the people to lease, sell, or whatever, any public utility, Well, the Charter Review Commission, they came out with their first recommendation was to, what did they want to do? They wanted to do away with, basically, they didn't want to do away with the entire requirement of all public utilities. They said, well, this doesn't apply to it applies only to water and sewer, okay? So council changed it in another way, but it's still limiting the charter review because it gives an exemption for the steam plant. Now, the steam plant is down there on Bowery Street somewhere, I think, is that Bowery Street?
Yeah.
Where it was built in the late 90s or the late 80s, I think, and we actually burned our trash there at one time. And it, we got rid of our solid waste and also generated the steam for the buildings downtown. Well, they no longer burn our trash down there, but we still need that to generate steam for heating the buildings downtown, University of Akron, and some of the people that live close to the
And some of the
steam
hospitals
plant.
use
The
it.
hospitals. So this would give the mayor the authority to sell it. And I asked Rick Marola at the last council meeting, why do you need a charter amendment to do that?
They lease it out now.
Yeah, well, we got somebody managing it. I don't know if there's a lease, but we're going to talk about that. But let me read it real quick. Shall Section 64 of the Charter of the City of Akron be amended to allow the City of Akron to save money by leasing the recycle energy system without further voter approval? Yes or no? Okay, Warner, you know a lot about this.
Yeah, just real quickly, I mean, this has been in private hands, for the last couple of decades, and in private hands it has cost us millions of dollars. And you may remember in the mid-90s, they opened up a locker, and I forget how much money was in that locker. I think I remember $800,000 was in a locker. So something wrong was going on down there, and I believe a company called WTE was running it at that time. They were moved out. Then Akron Thermal came in. Akron Thermal had a bill to the city of Akron for millions of dollars. It never paid the bill. In the midst of this, for the water that they're using, in the midst of this, then they go bankrupt. So they don't pay our bill that they owe us. They go bankrupt. And then the mayor hires a law firm called Skidmore and Associates, and he spends even more millions of dollars paying them to represent the city in bankruptcy court. They did absolutely, there was nothing for us. They didn't recover any money for us, nothing. It was a complete waste of funds. So, we really have spent millions of dollars on this plant, and we've spent it because it's been mismanaged in private hands. The reason that I think that this amendment to the charter should be opposed, first of all, it shouldn't be a charter amendment. That's completely unnecessary. Secondly, our public employees can do a good job. They'll be more accountable. They'll be accountable to the council. They'll be accountable to the citizens. And we can have good oversight. We need to put this back into public employees' hands and take it out of private hands, which have mismanaged it all the way
I think
through.
they're using the same playbook the Republicans are using, privatizing everything.
Right.
Absolutely. Well, and there was a letter that was sent to the residents of Canal Landings, and that has since been rescinded, but it raised the rates from $28-something a month to $204 a month for those. I mean, and some of those were senior citizens on fixed incomes. I mean, that's a huge increase, and that could effectively bankrupt some people, but they got this letter, very, official, that, by the way, your rates are now going to be $204 a month. Now, we've put that up on our websites, and we've made a big deal about it, so it's since been rescinded. However, and it's the same thing we talked about with the sewer lease. When you go to lease a public utility to somebody that's running it for profit,
They're going to make a profit.
they're going to make a profit, and it's going to come out of your money. It's not going to come out of anybody else's.
Right. Well, anyways, does anybody else have anything to say about leasing the sewer plant? I mean, the steam plant?
Well, not exactly the steam plant.